Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. I'm ImperialJedi, and we're once again building in our oversized American megacity, and I thought we'd maybe be a little bit more focused in today's build, so we're going to just try our hand at a nice modern, kind of upscale little beachfront property over here. Actually, multiple. I think we could kind of mix in some kind of low to mid-rise condos in a row over here, some of those row houses. But the ones that are like the condo style, so like, you know, three, when you see them, you'll know what I mean. And then we could probably put like one tall building here, which maybe is surrounded by a park. And we can maybe tie that in a little bit more with our community center. And then I've also downloaded some more assets. So I think what we could do is also a few properties that have a nice beach house kind of feel to them. So we'll mix in some oversized lots here, get the row of houses. And this big old open space, we're actually going to save that later on for an amusement park. So stay tuned for that on a later build. Yeah, let's just dive into this. We'll kind of keep things a little bit more focused. I'm going to not go as crazy long as last time, too. I think we're starting to get a little bit more focused with our videos. And the flying cars, I tried to fix it. I've made it so much worse. So they're everywhere. So if you see them, oh my goodness, feel free to definitely spot them out. But I don't know what to do. They're really not killing the realism. I think they're adding some comedic relief, but oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's jump in. So I'll try and name the mods I'm using again. I'll hover over the assets, so if you want to do a search in the workshop, totally feel free. But for the most part, it's just move it mod. We'll use the find it as well. Move it mod to adjust, traffic president to fix any of the lanes and everything. And then I've downloaded a whole bunch of Rico stuff, of course, and the custom houses themselves. So let's start with just doing a search for condo. A lot of these are going to be some modern, some won't be. Actually, these guys here is what I'm looking for. And they are beautifully named Stupid Condo? That's not? Okay. Well, okay. Maybe I didn't see the name, but they're really, really nice, though. So I want them to be facing the water, like the front entrance. So that's what they look like from the front. The sun's a little bit of a shadow right now. Why are they called Stupid? They're beautiful. And then what we're going to do is, there's a few of them here, so we're going to line up the ones that work well together. And so these guys, you know, you don't have to put them together, but we're going to treat them like they're a pair. And we got a staircase in the front, staircase in the side. And the main thing for me, though, is that like the wooden panels kind of complement each other. Same with the little controller box on top, or if you want to say like your staircase, I guess, right? Yeah, it's definitely a staircase, never mind. Right, it just feels modern and fresh. I feel like a lot of newer cities would be converting some older row houses to this. And then to help us line everything up, let's grab this guy, and we're going to align it to be the same height as its friend over here. And then we're going to just very gently move it mod until we get that right. Cool. There you go. And then now if we wanted to, we could copy these guys. Plop those down. Bada bing, bada bing. So now maybe we can have a couple that face one way and a couple that maybe face the other. Fence this in. Do that shared parking lot over here, the condo building here, shopping / park around there. This will be, yeah, this is coming together. And again, move mod is your friend here, right? So let's bring them together. Let's just click on either or, get them to be the same height, which they pretty much are. I think that's good enough. And we're pretty much going to do the same trick as before, where we use just some of the fencing that's built into the Park Life for Industries DLC. And then if you don't happen to have that, no problem. You know, you can get the prop line tool and just do a search for some fences on their own. Let's take out the middle too, just so that we kind of break away a bit from the monotony. And then we can also put a plaza right in here too. And then over here can be like, you know, parking lot with a little skinny side parking lot too. Anyway, if ever you're kind of stuck for this kind of stuff, you can always look on like Google Maps or something.
Pernu is Italian for jean jacket. We take the second best of Milan, and with an appropriate markup.
You know, if you're like on a little walk or something, that just kind of maybe see what this kind of stuff might look like in real life. We got some older buildings being converted nearby. Take advantage of that. You know, I'm not 100% sold on this. Let's move these further over.
Synthetic Dawn Radio, the Grey Poupon of the radio world. Classy.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Much better. So just enough room to kind of go in between, not encouraging people to kind of like hang out per se. Get some light and everything flowing through as well. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Okay, so let's start with this one. This will be pretty easy. Let's get the fencing and stuff in here. And I know this is probably bugging someone, so let's get some utilities in here. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's that little bit of that lag spike. I'm still just kind of trying to find that sweet spot. I know I kind of overloaded my mods a little bit too much in between last episodes. Try to scale it back a little bit, but I ended up a little bit more... Oh boy, you know that rabbit hole. Okay. I think for this one here, we're going to use just a wrought iron fence. It looks really nice. You know what, actually, I kind of wonder, what if we try to maybe raise land value in a fun way here by putting in one of the DLC parks, just to get some of the snapping pieces, right? So we're using Park Life DLC just to create a district, and we're going to continue this district into the diagonal over here. Oops, it's supposed to be one district, not two. And we're going to tie this in with the condo tower. Which won't be very tall, but just tall enough, you know? Maybe like an 8-floor building, something like that. Okay, not the cleanest, but getting the job done. Okay, so just because we're working with this spot here, let's put the main gate over in this part. Your city parks do have to have a main gate. I happen to have everything unlocked, so that's why everything is available to me. But you start off small, and you get people to come in and enjoy the facilities, and you unlock more and more pieces to it. So we need a main gate. And what's really lovely is you can use the... ooh, someone need a snap here, eh? Yeah, you can use these guys here to toggle right onto the fence posts. Alright, so let's pull that over with movement mod. Kind of giving that like gated vibe, right? Yeah, there's a snapping point that you can see right here for the fencing. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then let's see if we can maybe sneak this pathway to the edge, and then maybe in between these two here. I don't know if it's pushing it, but maybe we can get a another one of these little archway gate things in there. And if not, you know, the power of the movement mod might help us. So we want a side gate for this one? Yeah, really, eh? Alright, take it for the team. Let's get this guy in here. Oopsies. And then let's just copy paste the one that we need to put back in. Try our best here. Not bad, just 1 pixel over. Beautiful, there it is. That wasn't so bad. And then now yeah, I think that's actually pretty even Steven here. You know what, I'm not 100% against that traffic or the street lamp here, but what a placement, eh? Let's pull this out so people don't feel too claustrophobic. And that also works, I think, a bit better with the property, right? Let's go behind. Oh, yeah, eh? Oh, yeah, because that now makes it seem like it's part of the thing. The fact that it's inset kind of adds, like, a little bit more... Or inlaid inset? Like, way cooler architectural vibes, right? A little bit more 3D-ness and kind of matches up here, too. Yeah, that's sharp. Okay, so we can also have a couple trees in here. Oh, boy. Where did this just kind of come from, eh? I like when these little areas just kind of just develop themselves. You have like something in your mind's eye, but then this just happens. You know, we can put that fence back in. That's okay. Well, I'm not going to win today with these buildings, eh? Well, that's all right. That is all right. So we're going back to our condo. Perfect. And I want the right side one. I think we're already selected on it. Excellent. Oh, you know, we could just copy paste it anyway. Okay, a little bit of deja vu, but third time's a charm, right? I wonder if I can get on the first go. No, I still see that it's a little bit off. Oh boy. And cue the whole 10 minutes later. No, gentle. There's options within Move It, by the way, where you can toggle on and off the snapping. So if you just download this, I think by default it's on. And if you feel like you're just like, why is my Move It mod being so weird? Just try toggling the snapping off. That gives you all the free command in the world here. Free command in the world to make your own mistakes. There we go. No, don't say that. No. You know what sucks though is we had that so beautiful before, eh? But I think we can bring it back. Oh yeah. That's not so hard. Okay, so now that we got this almost in place, we're gonna continue the fencing and we'll just put in some tree assets. And again, I think it's kind of important to have a parking lot nearby, just because visually there's no like underground parking. We don't really have a back laneway access, so. And if we have theoretically 3 families here living per unit, that's 6 on each side. That's a lot of cars, theoretically. Okay, so in this case, I want it to snap to here, and I don't want it to interfere with the pathway. So we have 2 options. We can either go over top of the pathway and drag that in. That won't probably look as nice, and it's got more pieces. So let's pull this over. And we did that after we snapped it first over to our fence friend over there. And we're gonna try not to clip too much with the garbage cans. I think that's okay. All right, I wouldn't say this is like, you know, the hardest detailing to do. I was very intimidated to try this kind of stuff initially. But, you know, the wrought iron matches the wrought iron style of the back, you know, staircases here. It's clean. You know, these aren't the same white, but it's a clean, nice, bright, you know, picks up in the sun. Like, beautiful, modern. Like, the wood is really nice. The wood's kind of an interesting one. It's almost like a retro throwback, but it's a modern architectural style. So it's a really nice kind of, it's almost like retro futurism, but for our time. It's very interesting, actually. And this is a very common, I've seen these kind of buildings everywhere now. Beautiful, too. I would definitely live in one of these. Yeah, this is just already starting to take shape. Okay, before we end up another hour-long little episode here, let's keep going. Keep on keeping on. So we do have some benches already in place. I really am a big fan of using this. It's one of the in-game assets. I've got the Find It mod, so we'll just do a really quick search for it. But it's called the Pavilion. Looks like it's a wonderful little gazebo. If you've got the Park Life DLC, you can also snap these guys in here. This was kind of the goal, but these are actually a little bit too big after all that, eh? Oh boy. All right, well, we'll stick to this one here. If you have the Prop and Tree Anarchy mod, you can press Shift and P. Toggle that on or off. You know what, maybe this goes over here. And this one maybe acts as a little bit more of a buffer. Kind of like a privacy wall almost in a weird way, even though it's open. We got the fencing on the one side. Yes, there's a gate. But now if you kind of sit in here, you kind of feel like this is a bit more of your space. And this is, you know, the sky's the limit here, right? If we want some signage, we want maybe a little ice cream truck or something, that's the kind of fun stuff that you make it unique, right? And, you know, I mean, let's take a look and see what we got here. We got a prop little list. Oh, some playground stuff. That might be kind of cute, eh? Yeah. Yep. All right, so the kids have won. Little playground stuff for the kids. And then do the adults get anything? Probably not. The adults got a bench to contemplate life. No, we gotta give the adults something kind of fun over here too, right? What could be a nice little something? Oh, you know what'd be nice, but this is a little unrelated. I wouldn't say this is adult fun here, having shrubbery and whatnot, but this is kind of nice. Some landscaping. Maybe landscaping is adult. All right, now these different heights, we can fiddle around with them, or we can just do the old line height. Okay, so apparently they're the same height. I don't know if I believe that, but oh, actually, maybe I do. Maybe just a couple tall trees. But yeah, still, what goes over here? Let me take a quick little one-time glance through here. Sometimes you just never know what might hit you. No, you know what? Actually, let's keep it to within our park stuff. A fountain might not be a bad choice. Or maybe a couple of these guys. Yeah, a little outdoor table set. Yeah, you can play checkers or chess or something. Sit down, read your book. Keep an eye on your screaming kids over there, just far enough away that you know they're still around, because you can hear them scream, but maybe a little bit of peace and quiet. Okay, now just some trees, and I think that's pretty fresh. And, you know, in regards to using trees throughout your city, obviously, like, variety is fantastic, but just you want to make sure you're using, like, one or two that are kind of, like, ever-present. That way, when you scroll out, you see kind of the same tree set. Like, the forests look believable. And it gets kind of weird. Like, in nature, obviously, there's quadrillions of trees, right? But you don't want to do, like, too many. I feel like with all things with this game, it's almost like a less is more approach. And striking and finding that balance is one of the hardest things. You know, but you can think to yourself, right? Like, do you have a tall tree here? Well, I don't know. Is this island man-made? In our case, it most likely is. I don't think this would have been... Maybe we put the canal. I don't know, right? So if that is the case, right? If it is man-made, if it's a newer development, the trees wouldn't be super tall. They wouldn't be these old... You know, like 600-year-old what are they? Redwood trees, right? Might have some of these guys here. You know, 15, 20-year-olds. They could have been transplants as well. Think of your climate. Anyway, so little things like that, right? Just kind of helps ties in with the realism. We got a vanilla asset over here, so maybe appropriate to drop down one vanilla tree. Maybe in the front yard, right? And that way when you're cruising through, whether it's like cinematics or you're just building or playing, it just kind of feels a little bit more just real. That's really cool. And then over here, maybe some hedges. Apparently someone only watered every other one. And someone was asking in the last little video I made, do I use a random tree rotation? I do. There's multiple on the workshop. Really, any of them will do. I'd also recommend getting the unlimited tree mod, which does sound like it's unlimited, but it's actually not. You do get, I think, 250,000 or something like that, though. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, so let's get the parking lot in over here, and let's get a few different types of buildings down. And this is using parking lot roads. Oh, I'm sorry. I think the faster I move, the more likely I make these little stutters. And I'm sorry if that's kind of throwing you off here, guys. Okay, so because that's going to end up destroying those, I don't want to have to put them down for like 12 millionth time. Let's go ahead, place that in line elsewhere, and then drag it over. Being mindful of how the courtyard interacts over here. And maybe enough room that we can put a slight fence, just to be like, hey man, careful, cars parked here. You know, kids. Kids on the autopilot will walk off the side of a cliff. Especially if their head's down in a Game Boy or something, right? I guess smartphone these days, but... Alright, now I'm not really sure if this is the best way in. It's kind of cool in terms of how the parking lot is, but like... Actually, no, I kind of like that. We're executive decision here, but let's throw in the stop signs and whatnot properly here. So for sure a stop sign. Oh, not up there. I guess that would be right here. Now the key is to get these stop signs to show up. So let's do always stops. Yeah, so I need a visual stop sign. In this part over here. So I actually might have one downloaded. I went absolutely bonkers and downloaded a whole ton of signs. And I think signs are kind of fun. You know, like every single sign under the sun, basically, right? And these can be regionally dependent. They can be highway signs, in-city signs. It can be American, Canadian, British, German, Scandinavian, you know, kilometers an hour, miles per hour, English, you know what I mean? French. But it's just kind of cool. These kind of things I think really add a lot of realism. You have a service center, all that kind of stuff, right? So we'll just go ahead and see if we got a stop sign. And there's a lot of people out there that are kind of afraid to download stuff from the workshop. You know what? Don't let that slow you down. You don't really need the whole world, right? Just enough stuff to make things kind of feel believable. I don't know where the stop line's actually going to be, so it's probably going to be like them stopping up here. They're going to seem like uber jerks. Okay, my plan was actually to have a wraparound parking lot. Oh boy, here it goes already. Worst part is this guy's going to this parking spot. See, I just made it so much worse when I tried to fix this. Oh boy. Why? Why do you do this? Oh boy. I may have to unsubscribe to some mods and then try that again. Okay, I'm gonna try pressing my luck, but it wouldn't be maybe out of the question to have a little extra side here. Oopsies. Might help if I have the parking lot selected. Now also, this would be a great spot for pre-made parking lots just to drop in. Alright, and then let's see if we can get lucky here with our snapping. If not, we're going to try the pre-made. If that looks horrifying, also just going to ditch it. So just to not destroy the condo here. Move that slightly out of the way. And just Anarchy mod is allowing me to kind of do this over top everything with the with Move It mod. And that just saves us from having to redo the condo. This is pretty an easy fix, right? Pulling these back over. I feel like you have to kind of just weigh, like, you know, time saving versus, like, quality of life improvement when you're downloading mods, right? And there are some mods, like the Traffic President mod will slow your computer down, right? But if it allows you to fix all of your traffic problems, which were really slowing your computer down, right? Is there a net gain, I wonder? Actually, that's a real question. I don't know. So just don't be afraid to experiment, right? And some stuff might help you more than you think it'll hurt you. That's what I'm trying to say there. Okay, that strangely worked in kind of a cool way. This is a little bit all over the place.
The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Are we lawyers? Are we accountants? Well, it's a complicated question.
Okay,
Probably
I will
require
accept
the services
this.
of a lawyer.
I will put the stop sign over here.
Is that us? Well,
And then let's surface paint the piece here that's
there's
missing.
a lot of you out there who might need the use of the law accounting, but that's not legal.
Surface Painter is awesome, comes with some default ones. It's a Bloody Penguin mod. He makes a really, like, a huge ton of the quality of life improvement mods on the workshop. A lot of network stuff too. You know what? I actually think we need to concrete this, the whole thing here.
In this age of rapid progress and expansion, it's not uncommon to
Oops.
feel like you're being left behind. How can you know if your net worth matches up to the standards set by society? Personally, I like to go for a little retail therapy when I'm feeling behind. It doesn't matter who you are as a person. You can always demonstrate your worth
All right,
through a little
just
style
do
and branding.
maybe fencing here with a couple trees. Keep that open. All right, let's throw down the condo tower that I had in mind here, and then we'll kind of play in with the next little parking lot before we start wrapping this this little piece in here with fencing. You know, like these kind of things, right? Oh yeah, modern mid-rise, literally. Oh, that's fresh. Now, let's see if we can get something that's maybe... Oh, that's kind of cool too, actually. That's... Oh, man, so many options. All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? That might be it, actually. You know, I don't dislike it, actually. Especially with all the tree stuff happening. Okay, unless I find one other one really quick here. I think that might be it. Oh, are we overdoing it now, though? Nope, that's perfect. These two together, the staggered height, yep. So parking lot gets pushed a little bit further back, that's all that means. Cool. Okay, well, let's build faster. It's not a very large parking lot, but maybe a wide one just in here. Yeah, I don't really want that street connection coming in. And if you are looking to download the parking lot roads, there's multiple options. So the first link that comes up is going to have some more stuff kind of embedded in with it. So if you want the weathered roads, some of the not asymmetrical, but the ones that are kind of like sideways. You know, maybe a diagonal parking lot here might be kind of cool. And then do we add maybe a little bit more realism by bringing in a back way through here? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm pressing my luck here, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe sneak a little, there we go. No. No, no. Oh, maybe not, actually. Just so, like, you know, if you don't want to have to go into the parking lot, you can turn around here. So, let's make that a one-way. And then we'll try and fix that spacing. That actually worked better than I thought it would. Yeah, that part, that could be there. That's nicer. Yeah, I'd buy that. A little bit of action happening over here, but I'd still buy that. Alright, so, you know, putting in the parking spots is a little bit time consuming. I might do that off camera, just in the interest of saving some time here, because I still want to just maybe pan out a little bit more of this block. But I think you kind of get the idea when it comes to that, right? But just in case you're brand new and you're wondering, like, what in the heck is this all for? So Parking Lot Roads is a really cool mod. Look for it in the workshop. Like I was saying, there's additional pieces to it. So the weathered roads, the ones on the angles. But that lighter gray part, that's where the cars are going to drive. The game treats this like a road mod. And then you're using Anarchy to put in the in-game default parking spaces. And some of them have been jazzed up, pieced together already for you. So it depends on your lot, the size of it, right? You can just drop these guys down. And I am having some problems with it. I don't know why. There's another mod giving me issues, but yeah, the game, you know, the cars should drive in through here and then find themselves a wonderful parking spot. But mine are being very silly for some reason. You know, and you can do, you know, electric vehicle parking, right? You can put them in individually. You got handicap spaces. Yeah, so cars, they come. There you go. Drives. It's just one of the mods I'm using, like I said, is just kind of being a little bit silly, so they normally behave a lot more appropriately. You know, angled corner ones, right? So, that kind of stuff, you know, pay no mind. Anyway, I'll do the rest of these just off camera. I still have a few throughout the city to do as well, but just to kind of give you, like, the general idea. And then planters, you know, curb props, trees, a whole bunch of other stuff can be used to fill in there. And then fencing, of course, for our barriers, right? Alright, so a little bit of shopping, and then we'll throw in the beachfront fun properties. Yeah, these are kind of the ones I have in mind here. Whew, so lovely. Okay, what do we got here? Let's put down some more park assets. And then maybe some fast food, actually. I'm trying to think here what we could do. Alright, so just in the corner piece here, it's kind of cool, fun, modern McDonald's. And we'll have to have a nice distinct boundary here between, like, what would be maybe a little fun backyard for these guys, and then the definitive edge of property line over here, of the McDonald's. So that can be marked with a wooden fence. And then we'll put pathways on either side here. All right, mark this with some trees. And because we've got so much available parking in the lots here, I've actually gone ahead and turned off most of the on-street parking. And this is just part of the parking restrictions in the Traffic Manager President Edition. Oh, I think I actually missed a street over here. And so we're just going to disable on street. I can hold shift to do the nodes, or sorry, all the pieces in between the nodes. That just encourages people to use the actual parking lots. I guess I just did, oh, I didn't even do this zone. Okay, well then forget what I said. Forget everything I said, especially in your transit areas, you don't want that. And something like this, you know, it should just be built into the game. It'd be really nice to have that one day as an update. That and proper yield signs. Those are the only two things. Maybe speed limits too. I guess I'm kind of getting picky here with my wish list. All right, well maybe like, you know, what we could have is a little boardwalk style of shops over here. And that kind of might tie in a bit more with the amusement park when that kind of comes around. Like these guys here, right? These ones would not be appropriate for the island, just because their age wouldn't be reflective, right, of their size. Also, I don't really think those kind of trees are being planted too often right now. I think just because like how long they take to grow, maybe they're just not really seen as a good investment if you're trying to beautify something quickly. Long term though, they're fantastic. And I'd probably argue better for the environment, right? Because they grow like bigger and absorb more CO2. It's not too bad. Okay, maybe we can put down a little plaza that's part of this as well. Because we actually did make this entire square, I believe, into the Park Life DLC piece here. Yes, we did. Excellent. So we'll just tighten up our roundabout, that means. And maybe a little suspended disbelief that that's not... Oh, that's a lot better, never mind. That's honestly not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just a hint more shopping. The McDonald's seems like it's kind of a little lonely over here. Oh, Strict Coaster Cafe, that's fun. Nice, awesome workshop item right there. And actually, let's type in cafe. Let's get that kind of vibe going. And I will probably download some more. Oh, Hard Rock Cafe. No, no, no. Catfish Cafe. Oh my. I'm probably going to download some more. Yeah, just when we start doing more of the amusement park. Throw this one in though. It's not too shabby. Okay, now where were those other beachfront properties I had in mind? So if I type in beach, maybe that will be what I'm after. A surf shop? Oh, a surf shop would be great over here. Actually, maybe we can have like a slight boardwalk style of shops like that. Okay, so that's placeholder. Keep that there. A beach restaurant too. Oh, that's perfect to go along with it. Where did this idea just suddenly come from? Oh, that's great. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need a lot more time and work over here. So let's be mindful of how much time we've already spent. Let's throw in a few more beachfront properties if I can find the house I'm after. You know what? I was gonna be doing some of them as growables. Let's do it this way. I wonder if I type in beach. No, see, I distinctly downloaded... Oh, Beach Bar. Beautiful. Yeah, I downloaded some... they must be in the Rico here. We looked at them earlier. Of course they're in here. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, so they'll pop up in this list. Yeah, there we go. Some SoCal sloped. Yeah, there we go. How do these guys look? I think I need to be on a hillside for these to look really sharp, but... There's... Yeah, no, that's not right. Yeah, these will work really well when they're on an actual hillside. But Southern California housing. Oh, that's got a beach vibe to it. Actually, we could probably double that one up. Yeah, I'm just kind of picturing, you know, like some fun, like bright colors. You know, it has kind of like a like Muskoka, you know, cabin vibe to it, but like modern. Why is this so hard for me here? Problem is when you download so much stuff, right? Oh, these kind of things. Oh man, we have so much good stuff. These are nice too. Okay, well this is definitely proving to be a little bit more challenging than I thought, but ending up with some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful options. Nah, getting slightly there. I feel like at this point I'm just kind of grabbing at straws though. Let's put these together. We'll make these the same height because that'll be a little bit easier for our planning. Okay, and then just in the interest of visual symmetry, let's move these guys back because it's going to be a little bit easier when we're looking at this from the far side. Shout out to Gary Larson. Yeah, looking at it from this way, see how the roofs look a little bit more in line now?
Gaze at a
I think that's a little bit smarter.
Lock eyes with the lemur.
Okay, well I still haven't really found that bright beach house that I was going for. I may have to go do a search in the workshop again. I feel like we made a lot of progress though. Steps in the right direction, you know?
Three-toed sloth named Barbara.
Yeah.
She'll hook you with her smile and hook you again with her curved toes.
All right, well my friends, let's take a little break in the build right here.
After that, take a gander
I think this was a lot of great progress.
A new type of bird.
And I think, you know, like the important thing too is you really nailed the feel here, right?
Fun for the whole family.
Best if we just drop down just a few more trees really quick.
Full of pellets to feed the fish. Limit 4 per family while supplies last. We'll look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home.
So let's get down, you know, some more fencing, some pathways. I might maybe do that off camera, maybe on stream. Definitely more videos to come. And I just like the idea of this, you know, we're, I think, a little bit more focused today. We actually got some stuff built. A little bit all over the place in terms of what to actually put down, but I think at the end this is kind of cool. And yeah, I'm thinking more like the single homes that are kind of like, you know, bright beach kind of fun themed ones. Got to find some more of those. I swear I downloaded them, but I want to spend 10 minutes trying to find them, so we'll put an end here. We'll get some more boardwalk style stuff to go along with this. Maybe a little bit more retail, but looking pretty good. Got the flying cars, beautiful. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you being here. I hope these episodes, in your mind's eye, at least are starting to get a little bit more concise and to the point here. I think they are. And I'm going to start trying to, like, you know, put down on paper some ideas for the big mega series for mods and whatnot. And I'm going to have to tinker around a little bit more with the mod and asset list. I was hoping to use this exact configuration and rebuild a similar style city on a different map. But I just, you know, with how the game's stuttering, I'm not really 100% sure right now. So all works in progress. I really appreciate the patience. You guys are so wonderful. And again, it's really just like all of your love and kind words and just great comments and support that's getting these videos out faster. And I really am trying to get them to be a little bit more concise, you know. And I know it's not really a finished area, but hopefully this gave you guys enough inspiration and ideas. And I know I didn't really go over too much of the names here of the asset creators, so I don't know. We're trying, boys and girls. We're trying. Anyway, you guys, I hope you're having a great day. I will see you again with more content very soon. And we're gonna break out into some other games too. Someone else asked in the comment section, sorry, about Transport Fever 2. Love the game so much. So expect a mini-series on that coming soon. Probably going to stream that as well. But otherwise, I'll see you guys again. Drop me a comment. What do you think of this? Are we headed in the right direction? Do we need to bomb it with a meteor? Please say no. All right, guys. Hop on our Discord. Join me on Twitter. Feel free to send some pictures. I was seeing that stuff. And we'll see you over in the live streams. Otherwise, take care of yourselves. Have yourself a great day. Happy building.